last Tuesday, the announcement was given out, and May 25th is the launch date of this service, and it will have a price of $15. Now, for those who didn't know, or you are, which a lot of you probably already know, if you didn't know, you probably already know about HBO Max and, certain services like Cinemax and, Stars have apps, have like services to where if you don't have the cable provider to watch their services and the premium channels and stuff like that, you can get it on the app. That way you can still watch the shows that you know and love. And so that's what HBO now has. Like they actually had that for a minute where you can still watch Game of Thrones, Insecure, whatever show that you like on the channel or whatever. And for those, basically for the people that, did the whole cable cutting with the cable and all that stuff, and just have Netflix and all them streaming services, Amazon Prime and all that stuff, more than likely just have HBO now as one of those services. That way, if you don't have shows that are on HBO, on Netflix or Amazon or whatever, you have that app. So for those people that do have those, they don't have to worry really about anything. You can upgrade and it won't cost you anything extra or nothing like that. Like I said, when you pay the price for HBO now, it's $15. HBO Max, $15. So for those, they could just upgrade basically with getting the same service plus more, because it's rolling out with a crap ton of new shows, new original movies, as well as certain shows that you already know and love, and movies that are HBO originals that came out before, as well as some acquired stuff. Like, they're gonna have a crazy amount of stuff. Like, looking through the whole catalog is just a crazy amount of stuff, and it's all gonna roll out throughout the year and all that stuff. It's not gonna drop. Certain stuff is gonna drop on its launch date. Other stuff is gonna drop throughout the year, by the end of the year, and all that stuff. And so that's basically how every service does. It's more cheaper than a Disney Plus or an Apple TV Plus or whatnot. And I think just a little bit more than Amazon Prime Video and all that stuff. Or Amazon just Prime, period. But at the same time, you get a lot of content. You get a crazy amount of content. Which, after a while, we're going to find ourselves paying the same amount that we did for cable with all these streaming services, because this is just ridiculous. But for those who have HBO subscriptions, they can basically get it for free. And if you're an AT&T customer that has HBO, you can get it for free. It comes along with the service, and it's not for sure if it's going to be available with connection to Hulu, Amazon Prime. If like me, if you have Comcast, it won't be certain if you're going to get it, like Roku or just stuff like that. But we'll have to see if they can connect it. Maybe they're going to do it later on, but that's just how it goes. And with certain people able to get it for free, some will have like a month trial, a 3-month trial, or a 4-year trial with the service. And I'm pretty sure that those details are going to come out pretty soon. I'm not going to run through all of everything that they get, because they're going to have a large catalog with stuff that we already know, as well as original content. Like I said, like, they're going to have all the DC films, every single DC film, the Hobbit trilogy, as well as the Lord of the Rings trilogy. They're going to have Friends. They're going to have the Matrix trilogy, Rick and Morty, all the seasons and stuff. And they're going to have Game of Thrones, Insecure. They're going to have some originals. Like, they have 2 reimagining seasons of the Boondocks. I don't know what all that means. More than likely, it's going to probably be a different drawing style. Or, in a sense, I guess you could say it maybe be a soft reboot. I don't know if it's going to be a connection, but that's what they put. It's going to be 2 reimagining seasons, as well as a 50 minutes special. They have in their grasp a Green Lantern series. I'm very curious to see how that's going to turn out. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, but it's a lot that goes with the Green Lantern. I want to know how they're going to tackle that, as well as the Justice League Dark. They're going to have an original with that. And Flight Attendant is a new series that's going to premiere on HBO Max as well. So there's a lot to look forward to. Will I get the service? I won't say that I will. I have Comcast. when it comes down to it, I'm basically trying to get caught up on certain shows that are on HBO now. And I'm not talking about the app, so I'm talking about just regular HBO. I mean, it is on HBO now, but just on regular HBO. And it's up to you whether you want to get it. Now, it's $15, like I said. You have HBO now, all you got to do is upgrade. And then you'll get the whole service, and basically it'll be replaced. So they're, in a sense, kind of getting rid of HBO now, but it's going to be replaced with HBO Max. So you're getting a better deal with the same price. So I don't see anything wrong with that, especially if you already have the service. If you maybe want to try something different, I maybe say just stop paying Netflix for a while and then check out, HBO Max, and then just go off of that, or whatever the heck, however you want to do it. If you feel like it's for you, whatever. I don't know. Like, to me, I'm pretty good with what I have. More than likely, you're going to have some really good shows and everything else, but as of right now, I'm not really curious to, actually, I'm just tad curious just to see what they got. But I'm not one of those people that's going to jump on board and get it. And not saying that, like, it's not appealing. It's just, I don't know. That's just not something that really kind of, like, calls to me. But if you feel like this is good for you, and this is something that you want to check out, definitely check it out. It is something good to check out. Decent price, little pricey or whatever when you look at certain other like streaming services, but they say that they're going to have a cheaper tier when it comes down to it. So you're more than likely going to get it, but just like Hulu, those are going to be with ads. And I think Peacock is doing that as well, have a cheaper tier, but it's going to have ads. So you're going to have that to deal with. But overall, it seemed like a pretty decent deal. I'm curious to see what's all going to happen with it, especially certain shows have been halted because of world events, but I'm very curious to see what this is going to do when it finally rolls out.